Hi, Happy New Year. This is the first video of the new year. I'm very excited. Today I'm going to paint my Lego minifigure from the last tutorial. In the description, I'm attaching some assets for you to download and work alongside me. So you'll have the face decal for this Vision character from the Marvel series. You'll also have his chest decal. I also threw in a regular yellow minifig head decal, and we'll use all these in the tutorial. I'm going to reset this character back to where we had originally started. So we were in Matcap. I'm going to just turn off this and go to Matcap. Last we left off, we were here. The mode that you were in was Matcap, and this is great for sculpting. You get an environment map that lights your model in all directions. It's really nice. And the only control you really have is rotating your environment map. But when it comes to applying color, this is not the mode you want to be in. So you want to switch to lit PBR. The very first video I posted was blending lights, and the lights that I taught in that video, I can show you here. If I turn on these lights and then turn on my environment map, these are the same lights from that tutorial. So if you like this, maybe watch that tutorial, and you should, by the end of it, end up somewhere very close to this. Hopefully that'll help you. And the next thing that we need to do is set up the tool that will let us apply the decal to our character. I'm going to credit, I feel like I'm going to do this over and over again, but I need to credit Dave Reed for this tool. I watched a video where he cloned the paint tool and then he set it up so that you can paint with an image. So I'm going to show you that right now, but definitely check out Dave Reed. I'll link in the description to his channel and that video. Dave makes a lot of great content. Definitely check it out. Okay, let's tap on the paint and tap one more time, and then you need to hit clone. It's going to ask you to name this new tool. I named it Sticker. Dave named it Pick Paint. Whatever you want to name it is fine. That will show up probably at the bottom of this toolbar. And if you want to move any one of these tools, you can tap and hold and then just drag it around. Make that tool active and then come up to this second icon here. It might be one of these 5 icons, probably the first one. And I'm going to walk you through Dave's settings. Under stroke, you want to choose lock radius. Under alpha, you want to tap on the scale, and you'll see this red circle appear. You might be set up where the white is outside of the bounds of this red, and you definitely want to bring this square inside of it. The slider will snap somewhere around 0.707. It seems to always be that. That's perfect. If you get to 707, that's great. You can also tap on this and just type in 0.707. The other thing we need is to lock the rotation. So we don't want our image coming in rotated, so that will help bring it in completely straight. Under fall off, just choose preset and then choose this flat line option. Under filter, I'm just going to turn on front facing vertex only, and this will just prevent the decal from also being applied to the back side. So we'd have 2 faces on the front and the back if we didn't turn on this front facing vertex only. And then the pressure for radius and intensity, just set preset and do the same thing. Choose that flat line for both of these, and then you'll be done. So you'll need to come back and just tap your tool and then choose the save option, save all those settings. And then the rest of the settings will be here. I've tapped on the paint settings. So you can see here, I already have my images imported, but if you save them to your iPad, you can hit this import button and go to your photos and then just bring them in that way. I'll leave the smiley face. Very important is that you have it set to white for the paint. And then the roughness, I have it at 0.3, and I found that sort of emulates the glossiness of a Lego minifig. So you can definitely try that, but those will be applied to the sticker as well. Here, you can close this now. I'm going to come to the front, lock my camera, and zoom in. And I want to make a point that the voxel density, the polygon density of your object, is directly related to how sharp your image will appear. So if you have only like 50K polygons, it's going to be really pixelated. But I'm at 1.2, and I can clone it quickly and show you what I'm talking about. So if I clone the head, turn off this one, and if I voxel remesh this down to something very low, now we're going to come in and we have our sticker tool selected. All I need to do is tap on the head and drag outward. So you can see very pixelated, you know, you can always go back and fix this and you can reapply the sticker as many times as you want. But just be aware that you need a really high density mesh. I'll delete that and we'll go to our original head mesh. And one trick that I have is I turn on Gizmo and I'm trying to find the center line for this head. So I'll tap somewhere on the red line here and you can see a dot appears. And now when I switch to my sticker tool, that dot still remains and I have a starting point. So I'm going to tap on this dot and drag outward. And I'm just going to try to drag till I feel like the face is the right scale. I'm going to rotate the camera. You can see that this decal doesn't cover the whole head, and that's fine. I'm going to switch to the side view. And I'm going to tap on Cell Mask. And with the rectangle tool, I'm just going to draw a mask around my facial features. So as long as that's fully encompassing the facial features, then we're good. I'm going to switch to the paint tool and I'm going to open the paint settings. I'm going to choose the eyedropper and just pick the yellow color. And now I can just hit paint all. And the only thing left now is to come up to my cell mask, tap on the settings and clear that. Yeah, this was a really fun moment to see him with his face on, and then I tapped on the hands and I painted the hands. And then I realized he just looked like someone inside of an insane asylum wearing a white jumpsuit, but it was sort of perfect with his facial expression. The cons of this tool is, like, I'm looking at this and it looks like I need to move my sticker over slightly to the right. There's no fine control after you've applied a sticker to fix that. You just have to reapply the sticker. So if I come in here and I set my paint to white again, I can just reapply the sticker right over top of this. So I can just choose a new location and drag, and I can just keep trying over and over again to figure out where I want this. And you can see it's just overriding the old one. So that is a good segue into layers. So I'm going to paint my whole head white again. And let's go up to layers here and let's add a layer and let's name it happy for the expression that we just had. And I'm going to do the reverse this time. I'm just going to, actually, can I? I don't remember the color. Actually, I do remember the color. FFCD00. Okay, I'm just going to paint the head yellow. So you can do the reverse here. I can paint the head the color, and then I can come in the front view. And as long as I switch back to white, I can apply the sticker. So I'm going to lock my camera, lock it. I'm going to turn on my Gizmo. I should probably zoom in a bit. I'm going to just tap on the center point, and then we can apply our sticker. Too big. Okay. So the layer now, this is the base. This is the base color. It's white. I turn on. It's just a layer. So think about this now. If I add a new layer, I can go to my paint tool and I can choose black. And I would do a much better job of this in real life. But if I wanted to draw in some glasses, just furthering his look for the insane asylum. So think about that. You know, like, you can build up a library of facial features that you can toggle on and off. You could make the eyes separate from the mouth, and you could have, you know, a set of different mouth shapes and a set of different eye shapes, and you can toggle and mix and match, and you can bring in accessories like this. Really powerful. So I wanted to expose you to that in case you hadn't started using layers. We'll even add, so I'll delete this. We'll even add one and just rename it Vision, which is the character from Marvel here. And we're going to do the same process. I'm going to go to the front view and I'm going to lock my camera. Definitely make sure you're on the Vision layer because you can paint over your other layers if you're not paying attention. I'm going to choose my sticker tool. I'm going to make sure that I'm painting with white. And I'm going to choose my Vision decal. So here I can just choose to turn off happy, and I can turn on my, so good enough. And I will draw in Vision. So if I come up to my layers, turn on happy, now I've stored both decals. So some people might have, I'm not saying everyone's going to think this way, but some people might think that they have to clone the whole Lego head object and put another face on it and have two different heads that they turn on and off the visibility, like, like fully clone it right here, like have two heads. But layers makes it possible where you can just toggle on and off different skins. So of course I would still need to unlock that, go to my side camera and do the whole paint the rest of the head. I'm going to draw a mask around the features. I'm going to go to my paint tool, eyedrop, pick the green color, paint all, go back to my cell mask and clear this. So now you can see in my layers, I have two completely painted heads that I can toggle on and off. And this is the process that I'm going to repeat for the entire model. I'm going to do the same thing for the torso. Select my sticker, come over here, make sure that I'm painting with white. If you don't paint with white, you can just look over here. This is the example of what it'll look like. It'll just, you'll basically blend the colors together. White just means that your image will come in as you originally intended. So we're going to switch over to the torso decal. And I'm going to do my same trick. I'll close this. I'm going to turn on the gizmo. This time I'm going to turn on my gizmo, and this time I'm going to tap right in the center. And now when I switch the sticker, I have the dead center here. I'm just going to drag out. And my only goal is to make sure that I cover all of the front. So that looks good. I'm going to unlock my camera. And here you can see that it's spilling over to the top and the sides. And an easy way to get rid of that is just to switch to the side camera, go to cell mask. I'm going to make a mask selection, and I'm just going to leave a sliver of the front. And now when I rotate, you can see everything except for the front is masked. I'm going to invert this. I'm going to go to my paint tool. Same thing. Eyedropper. I'm going to pick the green, even though it's masked, it's fine. Paint all. And then I'm going to clear that mask. And here you can see. So looking at my Spider-Man minifig in front of me, he has a front decal and he has a back decal, but the top and the sides of his torso are just painted red. So a lot of them are like that. So now that all that's left is really coming through and painting some of these other things solid. I'll paint the arms. I'll tap the legs and paint those as well. I'm going to do the eyedropper tool and pick this mustard color, this gold color, and then I'm going to tap the waist and paint that. And I want to add some boots, so I'm going to use the cell mask, and I just need to select the legs. I'm going to draw a mask roughly around there. I need to invert this because the darker part is what's protected. And now I can go to my paint tool, and I still have that gold color, so I'm just going to fill that, paint. I'm going to hit cell mask again, and I'm going to come over here and select unmask because I'm going to trim away some of this mask, and I'm going to leave a border. And I'm going to invert this, and I'm going to paint it with, I got a paint tool. I'm going to use the eyedropper to pick this darker rusty gold color. And yeah, and then I'll just, I'll hit paint all. And now I can clear that mask and we can take a look at our character. So, clearly I had started to, I didn't tell you guys, but I was trying to cut out the foot. So yeah, that's our whole character fully painted minus the cape. So what we need to do now is just tap the head and turn on vision. There he is. I hope you had fun making this. I had a lot of fun, and I have an idea for the next video, and it would be to show you how to make some of these decals for yourself using some free tools. And I will try to get on that right away because I think that's a really fun one. Thank you for watching. Keep modeling, and I'll see you next time.